Hey y'all, full moon in Gemini in a few days. So for those of you who don't want to hear the general energies, honey calcite, red jasper, serpentine, raw emerald. But basically, there is a theme here of deep transformation, with Scorpio being bottom of the deck energy and alchemist. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom, like taking lemons and turning them into lemonade. This card talks about Adam and Eve getting cast out of the garden, but it's in reverse. So you're at this point in your life where it's like, have you attained enough wisdom and have you matured enough? Are you ready to evolve? Are you ready to be worthy of the garden? The Elysian fields. Are you ready for utopia in your life? Are you ready to really be in the flow of your life's plan, the plan that you set up for yourself with the universe? Are you ready to flow with the universe, be the best version of yourself, take any circumstance you go through and turn it into wisdom, no matter how difficult it is? Are you going to choose you? That's what it is. Also, full moon in Gemini is very chatty. There is a buttload of cards. Earth and water dragon being a bottom of the deck energy creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Look at that. All this confusion, all this emotional fog, all, being all over the place emotionally, mentally, the place you've been in, coming out of it, being in the flow with water and earth being very grounding. Also, initially, King of Swords came out as a bottom of the deck energy, but I pulled some more cards. So, just clearly, logically, seeing what's true, understanding what needs to be done, communicating effectively. And the King of Swords representing the mind, representing air, and the full moon is in Gemini, which is an air sign. So it's communication, understanding, clarity. Okay. Did I already go through the different stones? Honey calcite, red jasper, serpentine, raw emerald. Okay. 2, 3, 4. One is honey calcite. I feel like I just want to eat it. Okay, full moon in Gemini. The Emperor, reversed, death. Scorpio, bottom of the deck energy. Death is associated with the sign Scorpio. Deep transformation. Wow. It's like you're getting dethroned in order to know what power truly is. And when I say dethroned, it's more just I'm hearing shown up. The universe is showing that it knows better than you, actually, is kind of what I'm feeling here. And not in a mean or vindictive or vicious way, which is, I'm sure, how you're taking it because you're used to being in control. But this is a transformation you need to go through in order to work better with the universe, because you're noticing there is not vitality that you're used to. And you're also noticing that your desires are changing in terms of what you want to achieve and how you want to be and feel. You've been feeling like you're in a rut. So you're transforming, actually. The moon, you're transforming your feelings. You're allowing all of those painful feelings to surface, to resurface is what I'm feeling. Which is why you've kind of been in this overly controlling emperor energy. It feels like most of your life. It's not like you're a vicious person. It's not like you're a bad person or any of the above. It's just that you were harboring a lot of pain, and you still are. There's a certain process you need to go through to let go of these painful emotions in order to get your vitality back and to move forward with the Chariot and be more in control of your own energy. This is the light, this is the dark, and this guy, he's got both under control and he knows where he's going. This is the energy that you'll come into if you embrace this transformation that the universe is assisting you with. Like, to show you that you don't always have to have control and power. And it doesn't mean that you're powerless. If anything, like, vulnerability is powerful. Trust and faith is powerful. That's what you're learning in this full moon. Strength, learning to tame your own ego, exactly. To learn that there is a power bigger than you. To embrace, that's there for your highest good, that wants to help you, that wants to help you, like, get back on course to where your life is supposed to go, to where you want it to go, where you originally signed up for it to go. 6 of Cups, to regain a sense of innocence. Yeah. It's not like that inner child has died. It's just been suppressed. It's like the more that you heal these feelings and allow them to come to the surface and transform yourself, the more your inner child is going to feel safe to come out and, like, be kind and sweet and open and vulnerable. And that inner child, that vulnerable inner child, is exactly what you need right now. Hey. Just a little, okay? Just a little. Page of Wands. Yeah, this is a fiery inner child. This is a creative inner child. See, these 8 of Wands reversed. It's like your lack of vitality. Wands are fire. Wands are vitality. But look, your Page of Wands, I think you're going to start feeling this in this full moon window. Vitality returning as soon as you, like, embrace this vulnerability, this soft side, this sweet side, this innocent side. So fiery. And it'll be kind of like a new fire, because it's your inner child, and it's innocent and sweet and pure. It's almost like this little tiny fire is going to start igniting, and then from there you can make it an even bigger fire, the Emperor's fire, so you can really sit in like a divine masculine creative power with, like, very fiery energy, I think you just need to feel this in order to transform with the Death card. It seems like with the 2... Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. But yes, can you close it? Thank you. Good girl. Appreciate it. Have fun. With the 2 of Pentacles being reversed, you're very active out in the world too. I mean, I don't think you only have, like, issues with, like, control and power, like, in terms of like forcing things to happen, but I think it's also an issue of, like, you're too active. You're too outwardly active, seeking new, I'm hearing new possibilities, new experiences, new ways of making money, etc. You're putting yourself out there to the point where you're exhausting yourself. It's just overly masculine energy in that way. Not that masculine energy is negative, because it absolutely is not, but that it's, like, overactive. An example is, like, if someone is too feminine, then, like, they allow their emotions to rule them, and dictate their decisions, So it's like, it's like you're too logical. You're too active. Your willpower has been too powerful to the point where it's self-detrimental. Exactly. And you're feeling it now because you're exhausted and you're feeling this lack of vitality. But you are transforming. This is happening for you, assisted by the universe with the Death card. Very intensely with Scorpio being the bottom of the deck energy. So take good care of yourself. Stop doing so much. 7 of Wands. Yeah, because it's like you're used to, like, being on top in your dealings with others, and you're not feeling that way at all. This came out reversed. You're used to feeling like this guy. But because you're overdoing it, because you have this lack of vitality, which is partially a lesson from the universe and partially due to your own doing, of overdoing it. Wow, that came out weird. You're not feeling on top in your dealings with others. So yeah, basically, like, bring it on in. Stop dealing with other people, especially those who are, like, coming at you. You don't need that right now. I'm actually getting another message here with the 8 of Wands. Like, people are coming at you a lot right now. I think they can sense your transformation, and they're either, like, trying to, like, throw you off kilter or stop it or have an effect on it. Like, they see that you are vulnerable or you're starting to be vulnerable, and they have hidden agendas. So just be wary. Okay, so that is all of your Rider-Waite So now we have 2 dragon cards. How's this visually? Okay, so, oh, this is interesting. So we've got, hi. So we've got water dragon. Yeah, it's okay, take your time.
Ouch.
You can do it. And crystal yellow dragon. Yeah, you're
No, some soft.
you're gonna notice that if you kind of just surrender, your word is surrender, and embrace this transformation. Also keep in mind Scorpio is a water sign. If you take in all of these new insights and aha moments that come with this full moon in Gemini, and surrender, you know, with the wisdom that you are receiving, you'll notice the universe is going to help you flow better. It's going to feel less like you're hitting a dead end with other people and yourself and feeling this, you know, like frustration. You're going to feel less of it because you'll flow more easily around obstacles. Oh, also, I was kind of already sensing this with the full moon in Gemini. I think through your third eye, your psychic abilities will open if you go with the flow. I feel like you have a very active mind in general. You're probably very intellectual, very smart. Please leave the trash in the trash. Please put it back. That is trash. No, and don't bring it in my video. Go put it back in the trash.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, go put it back in the trash, please. Sorry, guys. Okay, thank you, babe. So, yeah, there's that. And then Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. We'll just turn it. You know, we're not going to do makeup and go outside unless you're good. Do you want to do makeup and go outside?
Yeah.
Then you need to be good. Stop. Stop interrupting.
Okay.
Sorry again. I really did need to do this today, and I have my daughter, so, she said she was going to be good. Okay. So not only is your third eye going to be opening, but, also your crown chakra will be expanding. The more that you embrace the surrender, the vulnerability, that's when energy can enter you, like spiritual energy and insights and psychic abilities, can be opened. You know, the universe helps with that. Yeah, walk the higher spiritual path. This is your spiritual lesson right now, if you choose to embrace it, which it feels like you should because you're so frustrated. So, okay, so we've got Saturn in Libra and Capricorn. In the 12th house. So, Saturn and Capricorn, those go hand in hand. I'm just reading the cards to pick up the specific messages. You're noticing limitations on your partnerships. They're not as cooperative as usual with Saturn and Libra. Okay, you're noticing that. With Saturn and Capricorn, I'm seeing this more as an opportunity. Yeah. To achieve mastery. Through being realistic. With the Saturn and the Capricorn energies. Yeah, if you're just realistic about this is the only way that I'm going to evolve right now, which it is, then you'll do it. Yeah, the scales will balance out. You'll feel more balanced. It'll be easier to deal with others with Libra. Then the 12th house is like transformation. I associate Scorpio with the 12th house very much. I'm always a bit unique in my in my views, but I'm pretty sure that is actually what everybody sees. Transformation, 12th house. Transformation, Scorpio. This also represents what's hidden, your subconscious secrets. It's like, I think you're starting to see things about yourself that you didn't see before. That's what it is. That's limiting you, actually. You have felt like the king of the world in the past, but now you're starting to see that you are limited in your relationships, and you're limited in what you want to achieve. Yeah, there it is. And your faith with the 12th house is being tested. Your spiritual faith specifically. Like, can you learn this lesson? Okay. You've got guide. Shadow attribute of the divine child. Yeah, you just have a lot of people coming at you right now. They want, like, to mold your inner child. They see that it's, like, in a place where it's going to be molded differently for you to express your power differently. Beware, like I said, shadow attribute of the artist. This one is inhibiting your artistic ability. I think you're used to being very creative and artistic. And this rut is inhibiting you as an artist. And then mentor. You've got mentor and guide here, okay? I hope you can see these okay. I don't have a fancy camera. Feel free to send me donations for a fancy camera if it really bothers you that much. Okay. Guide represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Pay attention to the signs. Look for the signs. Also, trust your intuition more. It's beyond logic and it knows better than logic, actually. Not always, but it tends to be. And actually, in some ways, it can be quite logical when you really boil it down to the outcome, if you follow your intuition. Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Feels like you have, like, grandfather energy working with you. Like, one of your guides feels like your grandfather. Definitely like an old wise man. And guide. They're one of your spiritual guides. This is for all of you. So it's like a father or a grandfather or a male. It's a man. Family member. For some of you, it was a friend who passed away who was like a mentor to you. They're really trying to help you right now. So like a lot of the signs that you're seeing and receiving are from them specifically, okay? Now that we've gotten that, I want to get my Talking to Heaven oracle cards for one message. Maybe. We'll see. There might be more. Hold on. Okay, what do you have to say? Okay. There they are. Okay. Yep. Family member. Let me know if for any of you that it's not. Also, I think for like a very small group of you, and actually maybe even like a really small group, like maybe even just one viewer, it's a friend who was part of your family. Like your family considered this friend to be part of the family and they passed on, okay? But look, I'm with the rest of the family. I want you to know that. They're surrounded by loving animals. Remember me by the happy memories we created? Yeah, you definitely know who this person is. They're trying to help you right now. They see how you need to grow and they're like still there for you, even if you can't physically see them. Pay attention to songs, numbers, animals, messages told to you like through strangers. Anything that you see over and over again. Like I really feel like this is that person. And don't be afraid. They can see that how hard it is for you to be vulnerable. And they don't want you to be scared because they know that you're going to be so happy if you can embrace this. And they are actually saying that like your whole life's going to transform for the better. And they really want me to reiterate like you can still be powerful. You'll actually be more powerful. It's a redesign of how you see and deal with personal power and work with the power of the universe. So yeah, it's definitely somebody you passed on who's part of your spirit guides, your spirit teams. Spirit team. Yeah, teams. Give Yeah. This talks about, inability to defend oneself against negative forces. As you embrace this vulnerability, you might have to isolate yourself for a while. Feels like a lot of people around you have agendas in one way or another. And it's harder to set boundaries when you're feeling vulnerable. And try to spend time alone to work on your art. It's something that's been suffering, your creativity, whatever you like to get creative with. Yeah, and also it'll keep you occupied. I mean, I think I'm feeling like you're very social and you're used to having a lot of people around you, so you won't feel like so lonely and alone if you like are with your art. Feel like you are somebody who considers like art to be your friend. Okay. So we've got your final 2 cards are the 2 and the 3 from the Lilith Bible Tarot. So let's just dive into that a little. First of all, this is sequential, 2 to 3. 2 represents a crossroads, a choice, partnerships. 3 is harmony in mind, body, and spirit. So it's like moving from this, to have different kinds of relationships, to make better decisions. 2 and 3. Okay. Wow. Whoa, guys, this is insane. Wow. Okay, so this literally your cards. It's Lilith and Eve. 2 very different female archetypes represented in different versions of the Bible. Wow. Okay. Keywords for Lilith. Higher self, spiritual purpose and connection, independence, transcendence, clairvoyance, divination, inspiration. It's basically representative of female energy that, let's just put it point blank, has always been deemed witchy. But it's not really negative unless you use it for a negative reason. I think it really ties into you opening up your psychic gifts and appreciating like that soft feminine side of yourself that's also very powerful. Lilith also represents independence, like not needing anybody else, wanting to be treated as an equal to everyone that she encounters. So, that really applies for your reading. Okay, also, now let's move on to Eve. Well, the first thing I'm drawn to here is this is representative of the Empress in the Rider-Waite, which is a mother. So I'm feeling mother healing for you. Like maybe one of your guys is your father or your grandfather, and they're helping you with mother healing specifically so you can embody the feminine aspects of your personality in order to evolve. It feels very strong. The keywords are femininity, abundance, fertility, procreation, nurture. This card indicates caring and consideration, love and feminine comfort. It's like the softer side of the feminine. It's like Lilith is wild and free. Eve is soft and nurturing. Okay. This card indicates caring and consideration, love and feminine comfort. The advice when you get this card is to look to your feminine networks for support or to adopt a more nurturing approach to a problem at hand. Yeah, I think it's more about self-nurturance. Yeah. Definitely a lot of like feminine healing happening for you, specifically mother healing with the Empress card being here. Oh, and what's interesting as well is Lilith is representative of the High Priestess, which is higher knowledge, intuition. It's the divine feminine. So the Empress is like the queen of all queens, and the High Priestess is the divine feminine. So yeah, you're definitely healing and connecting to feminine energies, whether you're a man or a woman, through this full moon cycle. Is deeply transformative if you allow it to be, and allow the help to come through from your friend or family member on the other side. They're coming in super strong. Okay, let's do it. Right, Jasper? Okay. Tower. 10 of Swords. The World reversed. The Star reversed. Move these back a little. Like I said, Gemini. Gemini is very chatty, and this is a full moon in Gemini, so there's a lot of cards. The Lovers. King of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. A lot of major arcana are coming up for you. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Yeah. Can you still see these? Yeah. Just a little bit. No, that's fine. Justice. 10 of Wands. Wow, you have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords and the Tower. There's like some type of like really transformative ending happening for you during this full moon. It's either going to clear the way for a very healthy, loving romance, or it's clearing out a romance, or it's clearing out how the dynamics of what you're used to in romance. Take what resonates, but it's a big ending with the Tower. Like, oh, sorry, it's not on camera. You have the Tower, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, heavy endings, carrying a lot of burdens, being burdened by your thoughts. 10 is the end. Tower. This is like a dramatic ending, okay? And it's surrounding the Lovers, which is why I was saying it's either clearing the way for a new one, or ending one you already have, or maybe multiple ones you have that just aren't working. But for all of you, transforming the dynamics that you typically have in romantic relationships. Lovers. Whatever you're going through is completely transforming that. Wow, okay. There's a lot of cards, so I'm just going to consolidate them as I talk about them. Is that it? Oh, nice. Yeah, because there's either a renewal in love or a new love that wants to come in for you. I'm hearing now, like it's like ready. A love that's balanced. Like either you guys are going to have to like really address your problems, and it's going to be really dramatic, and there's going to be some fights that will result in transformation that restores balance in your relationship, or these dramatic endings and fights are going to result in a breakup, which actually in the end is justified even though it's painful, because the Tower can be painful. Another message, all of your ideas about relationships, all the negative ideas, you're going to like completely shed those in order to have a healthy romance that's balanced. And you're going to become more balanced in yourself with the Justice card, okay? You have been in a rut, whether you're in a relationship or not. Some of you are, some of you are not. And it's emotional. Like you've just been like really bored emotionally. Like, it's like the same thing over and over again. It feels like whatever you're going through, it's just the same thing all the time. This Tower moment, whatever is dramatically happening for you in this moon cycle, the full moon cycle, it's going to mature you emotionally to where you can like not be run by your emotions. You can logically understand them in order to know how you need to transform and how your relationships need to transform. Okay? So with the Wheel of Fortune here, like I'm sensing like fortune wants to come in for you, like a really happy, fruitful, abundant life, like especially in your relationships. And it feels like it's almost assured that this is going to happen. It's just going to be kind of dramatic. Either like your mindset is going to have to change, which can drain you physically. You might just be really tired. That might just be it. Like you might just be like processing a lot of thoughts and feelings. That might be your Tower. If it's not like outward arguments. Basically, it's like all your old ideas come crashing down. Is what it feels like the general message for all of you. Yeah, because you've been in like a really negative loop emotionally in your life in terms of like how all your relationships have been. They have not been balanced. I actually get a sense that you have been overgiving emotionally and you haven't been receiving. Like, I'm not saying you overgive necessarily, but like you were giving more than you were receiving. That's what I meant to say. Okay, my bad. Yeah. You haven't been healing. You haven't been feeling hopeful. You haven't been feeling in the flow emotionally. But this tower moment, it's going to clear out whatever needs to get cleared out to get you back into the flow. Okay? Yeah. Inner child healing. And the work will be completed just as long as you face this bravely. Allow things to change, even your inner landscape, you know, your thoughts and emotions, and take care of your physical body because as you transform, you know, it can take a toll on you. Sometimes purging happens just in the forms of like physical healing, like even if you don't like mentally or emotionally like quite have a grasp on what's happening, like your physical body always does. So, yeah. What else? I'm also getting like a strong sense of celebration and fun as you heal, which feels pretty assured here. Like this almost feels like destiny with all the major arcana here. You're going to feel really abundant in yourself and you're going to want to celebrate. And I have a feeling a lot of people want to be around you, especially in this energy. So like also embrace this while taking good care of yourself.
It's out there.
Oh, they are? Okay. Gotta cut this short for a minute.